Hi, I'm Dan Schessel, and you are watching Off the Shelf, where each and every week we are going to be reviewing a bunch of comics right here on YouTube. This week we're breaking everything up and we're doing each individual comic in their own little video. Okay? So I will have right after this video a whole bunch of other reviews that I'll be doing this week, and you guys can click over to the one that you want to go and check out. So, with all that out of the way, we're just going to get going with this. So this is for Superior Spider-Man number 5. During this book, we have Spider-Man right on the hunt for Massacre. He's escaped, and he's really responsible. He feels responsible for his escape and for, letting him live and not, taking that opportunity to put him down while he had the chance. For the most part, Doc Ock during this book has stopped telling us that he's Doc Ock. He's not really using the whole comparison thing this time with him and Peter Parker and how Peter Parker would have done it and how he's doing it. I really love that. That really means that he's really just stepping into his role, and I really like that he's, accepting the fact that he's Spider-Man now. Parker is still here, and he is still annoying as hell. I cannot say enough about how annoying Peter Parker is during these books. He is super whiny, super cranky that he's not there, controlling his own body. And yes, I get it. I'd be pissed off too. But shut up. I don't want to hear it anymore. It's just like my little 3-year-old. And when he's, clawing at my legs, trying to get my attention for 3 hours. But, again, when you move past Peter Parker and you actually get into the story of this book, it is really a good book. Spider-Man, Doc Ock really has a tendency to talk out loud to himself while he's swinging, and it really, to me, seems very strange. It just seemed a little weird. He just really talked a ton during this book, but it was always out loud, and it was very hard it wasn't very much for inner monologue. The ending of the book really just really close to the ending of this book really just made me drop the book. I wasn't quite sure what to do with this, and I was very taken back by what was happening in this book. And really, in the end, there's a lot of vagueness that was kind of surrounding it, and I'm not quite sure why. It would have been nice for a more finite, kind of clear ending on this. Just for me, I would have just preferred it that way. Dan Slott has that tendency to go, did it not, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? He just has that way about him when he's writing a book. The turn for Doc Ock here is good. It's really good to see him really start to deal with the kind of stress that Spider-Man deals with every day. Yes, he really is trying to be the superior Spider-Man. But during the events in this book, you can see that the stress of being Spider-Man is really starting to get to him. And you can start to see him using his more going with his emotions than with his head or with what he's got. And I like it. I like the fact that now we are getting a different story. We are getting a more bigger story. We are getting more into the character of who Spider-Man is right now. Right now, you can get rid of Peter Parker and leave him off to the side, wherever, stick him somewhere, and this book would be absolutely fantastic. and let Peter Parker pop up later. Right now, I'm enjoying seeing Doc Ock play a Spider-Man role and see what he does. This book really showcases the concept of information is power. And the amount of information that Doc Ock is trying to gather on a daily basis really makes it so that he doesn't have to do as much, but at the same time, it really ups the level of who he is and what he can accomplish during this book, or during his tenure as Spider-Man. Overall, I'm really enjoying the art. The story is really well put together. We get to see Doc Ock come more into his own, and it is scary. Bad? Parker kind of drags things down a lot. For the most part, I'm going to give this book a 4 out of 5. Really liked it. Really enjoyed it. I think everyone should go and check it out, because you know what? Overall, I'm really enjoying this series, and it is a really well put together series. Aside from Peter Parker, once you get past Peter Parker and into what's actually happening, I think you'll enjoy. So I just want to thank everybody out there for watching. Here you guys go. Here's a whole bunch of comics that reviews that I've done. And then you guys can go check those out right away. If you'd like, you can also subscribe to my channel, which I believe is in one of these corners, the one little icon there. You can go check that out and subscribe. And that is it. That is all for this week. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.